It is true what they say. I am Stephanie Kammer, and I am the choreographer of the Miss Universe pageant. My team and I have had the pleasure of working with these contestants all week, and they are truly a special and unique group. Please be generous with your applause tonight and clap for all of the ladies that you see on stage. Can we do that? That's what I like to hear. With that said, live from the Mall of Asia Arena in Manila, 17 Miss Universe preliminary competition. Now let's welcome our 86 beautiful stars of the
from Albania, Angola, Estefanía Bernal, Argentina, Karis Table, Miss Australia, Stephanie Gato, Belgium, Raíssa Santana, Brasil, Juliana DJing, China, Andrea Tovar, Colombia, Barbara Filipovic, Croatia, Shirley Corvinen, Finland, Mitana, Laos, Roshmita Harimurti, India, Keisha Warau, Indonesia, Saina Kazawa, Japan, Maria Sawara, Kenya, Cristal Silva, Mexico, Brazil, Israel, Namibia, Tulsa, New Zealand, Marina Yakovi, Nicaragua, Ayatike Unaku, Nigeria, Christine Katie Drenham, Panama, Velasquez, Peru, Maria Maika Maxine Medina, Philippines, Juliana Korolkova, Russia, Denko Sigunene, South Africa, Noelia Freire, España, Jihan Dimak, Tanzania, Shalita Sonsone, Thailand, Budinyuk, Ukraine, Magdalena Coendet, USA, Carolyn Carr, Marian Cabash, El Tocuyo, Venezuela, Tempi Lehang, Vietnam.
I told you they were beautiful. Let's hear it for them one more time. Who's gonna be our winner tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the evening. He's an accomplished sportsman and a top actor in the Philippines, known as the Universal Leading Man. Please welcome Mr. Derek Ramsey.
In their swimsuits.
Yeah.
Albania is currently a college student majoring in social sciences. This 20-year-old flute player plans to eventually become an elementary school teacher.
Angola became an advocate for the fight against cancer after losing her aunt to the disease. She is currently studying psychology and enjoys playing handball in
Tina.
Argentina plans to do more traveling after Miss Universe, and Rome is at the top of her bucket list. In her spare time, Australia worked as a beauty consultant because she enjoys making people feel good about themselves. She used to be afraid of public speaking, but
Belgium.
Belgium is trilingual, speaking Dutch, French, and English fluently. This 19-year-old says
Brazil.
Brazil is currently studying marketing, but dreams of being a chef one day. She's proud to be the first black woman to represent
China.
China is a TV host who recently covered the 2016 Olympic Games. This 2023
Colombia collects supplies every January to help school children in her country. In her spare time, she enjoys riding her motorbike and
Croatia.
Croatia played with animals instead of Barbie dolls growing up. She is currently studying to be a veterinarian.
Finland.
Finland is currently studying multilingual management in Helsinki. She's an adrenaline junkie whose biggest dream.
France.
France broke her clavicle while cycling, putting her out of commission for a full month of her reign.
India.
India is currently getting her master's degree in international business and hopes to open a chain of cafes in her country.
Indonesia.
Indonesia works as the head of accounting and finance for a bank. She's trained in traditional dance and is an award-winning.
Japan.
Japan has studied the art of flower arranging and is currently in dental.
Kenya.
Kenya is a high fashion runway model who
Mexico.
Mexico has a degree in business and recently worked as an office manager for her alma mater.
Namibia.
Namibia is excited to be in the tropical Philippines because she's used to being surrounded by
New Zealand.
New Zealand has a degree in drama and media studies and currently works as a teacher. This half Philippine
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua started modeling at 13 and within 3 years was the face of the largest cell phone company in her.
Nigeria.
Nigeria currently works as a tax officer, but
Panama.
Panama's first job was at the zoo, where she was responsible for feeding the monkeys. Peru was in a car accident 4 months ago that left her temporarily paralyzed. While she sat in the hospital, her major motivation to recover was to make it in time for Miss
Philippines.
Philippines fulfilled her childhood dream when she earned her degree in interior design. She enjoys all outdoor activities, especially surfing and hiking.
Russia.
Russia is currently studying brand identity design. This former realtor rescues homeless cats and has been collecting plane tickets since her first flight. Russia.
South Africa.
South Africa occasionally ran her father's food store growing up. This 24-year-old adventurer has gone cage diving with sharks and paragliding.
Spain.
Spain is a certified hairdresser, but she plans to work for the national police after the pageant. In her spare time, she enjoys playing badminton and putting together.
Tanzania.
Tanzania volunteers at 2 orphanages in her hometown and is part of a national effort to stop ivory poachers. She began modeling at age 8.
Thailand began working in the 4th grade to help support her family. This 22-year-old says her family's financial struggles taught her a lot about perseverance.
Ukraine.
Ukraine is a talented interior designer who knows how to train dogs. For 5 years, she was on a professional handball team and was once named a reserve.
USA.
USA made history as the first delegate from her country crowned while actively serving in the military. She played the clarinet through high school and enjoys watching movies in her spare time.
Venezuela.
Venezuela always speaks with her mom before going to bed, including every night while here in the Philippines. She's won all.
Vietnam.
Vietnam once worked at a fishing dock assisting her father. This 23-year-old recently swam with the sharks right here in the Philippines. Vietnam.
Okay, ladies and gents, that concludes our swimsuit competition. Let's give our contestants another round of applause. Now I hope you at home have been taking notes because this year you can actually help your favorite contestants get into the top 12. There are 4 ways of voting.
Albania.
Albania is a proud ambassador of the Red Cross. She has competed in 3 pageants and has been crowned in every one of them. Albania.
Angola.
Angola has visited orphanages and raised money for struggling maternity clinics during her reign. This 21-year-old is hoping to become the 5th woman from Africa to be crowned Miss Universe. Angola.
Argentina.
Argentina is currently a communications student at a university in Buenos Aires. Upon graduation, this 21-year-old hopes to become a TV host. Argentina.
Australia.
Australia would like to be a UNICEF ambassador like her idol, Audrey Hepburn. In her spare time, she enjoys horseback riding and playing tennis. Australia.
Belgium.
Belgium is an award-winning acrobatic gymnast who loves to paint and draw. She recently graduated from beauty school and hopes to eventually open her own Thai restaurant. Belgium.
Brazil.
Brazil has appeared in many magazines, including Marie Claire and Women's Health. This 21-year-old Beyoncé fan enjoys singing in church and playing basketball. Brazil.
China.
China believes music is an international language and hopes to have a career as a singer. In her spare time, she enjoys dancing and playing the ukulele.
Colombia.
Colombia is currently studying industrial design and production. This 23-year-old model enjoys folk dancing and is also a competitive volleyball player. Colombia. Croatia has always been social, but credits pageantry for giving her confidence. This 19-year-old equestrian once escaped a herd of charging bulls on horseback. Croatia.
Finland.
Finland interned at her country's embassy in Washington, D.C., and would eventually like to work for the government. This 24-year-old went to boarding school in Africa and drinks.
France is an extreme sports enthusiast who enjoys skydiving and bungee jumping. She's been studying dentistry for 5 years and will soon
in India. Hong Kong.
India says that pageants have helped her become a better version of herself. This brave vintage car fan once walked across a bed of hot coals. India.
Indonesia.
Indonesia volunteers for an organization that provides treatment to those born with cleft palates. This 25-year-old collects non-fiction novels and is a foot taller than the
Japan.
Japan is a trained pianist who practiced every day for 15 years straight. She's a big Audrey Hepburn fan and has been swimming for 8 years. Japan.
Kenya.
Kenya was told she has presentation skills, so she decided to study journalism. She currently works as a marketing administrator for CNBC and Forbes Africa.
Mexico.
Mexico has known she wanted to be here at Miss Universe since she was a little girl. She first competed for her national title in 2013, but says she lacked.
Namibia.
Namibia is currently getting her bachelor's degree in education. She's an award-winning netball player with a passion for cooking and baking. Namibia.
New Zealand.
New Zealand once managed a fashion show to raise money for a children's charity. When she was younger, she worked at a livestock auction, sorting sheep, pigs, and cattle.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua taught herself how to play piano by watching YouTube tutorials. This 21-year-old animal lover once led an anti-bullying campaign in her country.
Accomplishment was getting her master's in child development psychology. She enjoys writing poetry and hopes to publish a book about her life experiences one day. Nigeria.
Panama.
Panama enjoys extreme sports and once jumped out of an airplane. This 26-year-old plans to study nutrition and eventually open a clinic teaching others.
Peru.
Peru is currently studying communications and wants to be a journalist. She helped develop an educational program dedicated to changing the way people learn.
Philippines used to dread public speaking, but pageantry has helped her overcome her fear. This sporting model enjoys sketching portraits and baking pastries.
Russia.
Russia is inspired by author Leo Tolstoy, with whom she shares a birthday. She's currently an art student and enjoys playing the piano and painting in her spare time. Russia.
South Africa.
South Africa is a spokesperson for the National AIDS Council, which is endorsed by her country's president. Her hobbies include playing netball.
Spain.
Spain spent a month in Istanbul by herself without speaking any Turkish or English. This 24-year-old was part of a fundraising campaign for people with
Tanzania.
Tanzania's best friend passed away a few years ago, which has made her appreciate everyone around her. This 20-year-old speaks 4 languages and collects evening gowns.
Thailand.
Thailand is currently studying various strains of bacteria as a biology major in her college. In the past, she volunteered at an orphanage.
Ukraine.
Ukraine is currently a business student focusing on hotel, restaurant, and tourism management. In the past, this 19-year-old has collected money for war veterans in her country.
USA.
USA lived in 7 different states growing up due to her father's military service. She is a big fan of reptiles and currently has a 4-foot-long pet python.
Venezuela.
Venezuela is a working model who is currently studying dentistry. She loves karaoke and hopes to be a well-known singer one day. Venezuela.
Vietnam.
Vietnam is an ambassador for an organization that builds homes for the underprivileged. When she was 12, she survived a massive typhoon by helping her mom.
Eric Ramsey signing off. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Thank
evening.
you.